All right, my gas is about out. About to swap. That I knew. Let's make sure our feed looks good here. Yep, looking good. All right, it's gonna scroll. Oh, there goes my gas. So let's get that swapped real quick. Shut you off. All right, well, as I'm doing this, see if you can even see me in the side here. I'll turn this a bit here while we swap our gas out. Off. So today we're making some, you saw the icon in the description. I saw a gal, female farrier, she threw together, she's got a mound of hair, and so she threw together these S pins that were curved, or S hooks that were curved, and a hat pin that goes through to kind of hold her hair in place. And I've been making a lot of hooks lately, and I thought this might be kind of a, where I showed the one I made to my wife and my daughter, and it wasn't too heavy. It wasn't as heavy as I thought it would be, but I'm going to try my hand at making them a lot smaller. And so I'm using 1/4 inch stock, a couple pieces of 3/8 stock to make the pin out of. And so that's what we're rolling with today. Let me grab a tank here. Always good to keep extra propane on hand. Open your tank all the way up. This should probably just kick back on. If it wanted to. You're open. Oh, duh. There we go. All right, we're back in business. All right, let's get that turned back. I'm on the, sorry, I'm just gonna go through here, look at some of these comments. Oh, a lot of comments. BMW keys. I don't know how to wave or say, hey, did I just hit that? Nope, that's not right. I'll figure that out another day. I'm making hooks. We talked about that. I'll do a little more. Not making nails yet. Can you look at the camera? Oh, okay. We're gonna, let's see. Can that bump you? Terrace Vesta. Not quite a grandpa yet. I am a real dad. All right. I think that's good. So I'm using the Harbor Freight anvil today. It's got, the corners are only slightly radius when you first get it. They're pretty sharp. So I took them down my older anvil. The corners are real radiused, and I want to do some more fine work. And I have the dual horn over here allows me to, it has a nice taper, so I can actually do a little bit more work on that end, which is what I want today. So I'm ready to start making some curls here. So I got a couple where I got a nice long handle on, and a couple pieces I'm just trying small. Just kind of playing around and seeing how it goes. I got to find a lawyer brush here as well. I haven't put tool holders on my stand yet. I really need to do that. Too much stuff sitting around. I'm also trying a leaf pendant as well, or a hairpin. Haven't made any leaves before, so that's a thing we're trying today as well. I think it's going to be pretty rough go. I got to practice more at that for sure. So this is going to be a hairpin right here. Need a there. Fortunately, I got a small pair of tongs I made a while ago that's good for this, but I gotta make some more of these little tongs to do some of this detail work, because it's tricky to get a grip on, that's for sure. So I think I will just need to have to snap that end up. That's all I'm going for, just small little S-hook. So how much more do I need? I'll heat that up and cut it. Trusty cutter. Okay, so I think I'll work on that that leaf now. Top view in. Okay, so on this one, I think before I go any further, I'm going to just go ahead and put the twist in now. So I'll put that back in the fire. I got a vise on the table. We'll put a twist on it. This is the start of a pin. I'm going to put a twist on that. We'll taper all this out, and that'll just be the hairpin that goes through, which I think I might just swap that around now. Okay, so I think one's ready to be cut. My trusty. All right, that's done. Nice thing about that, you can keep using that, but throw it back in, do whatever, but someone's here. All right, pop that back in. Yeah, I was putting a twist in that. Not doing that. That's all right. I'll put a twist in a few of these right now, except this longer one. Yeah, I didn't really have a big plan today. I had a lot of different ideas, so I'm a little scatterbrained on what we're doing here. I'm just trying to play around with some of these hooks and pendants and just kind of see what comes of them. We're getting there. It's a little leaf. We don't need it to be anything too big. All right. So I'm going to walk away a little bit so I can bend these. Opening my other ones. All right. Yeah, nothing too fancy, just a nice little twist. See that? All right. Fire for you. think I need that much, so I'm just gonna take that off. Wants to not want to come off. There we go. All right, so this one's, both the loops are definitely off. But for the purposes now, all I need to do is heat the whole thing up. I need to put a cup on it. So as the gal puts that pin through, she'll be able to meet both the loops. So we'll throw that back in, we'll curve it over the horn, and that'll be done. That'll be something to figure out as I keep rolling, is the consistency on these. Make sure I have the correct amount of material, and this one's going to be off too, I think, but that's all right. We're just playing around today. Actually, I could probably just cut more of that off if I wanted to. Even though it does look like the other one, so maybe I'll just leave it. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Make sure we're all straight. All right, dump that in. That one's already ready to go. Might as well just get these two done. Oof, that's getting warm. Herein lies the trick. Getting all this squared away so we get the right bend on it all. Oh, gotta drop one piece of metal a day. That's the ticket, but that's kind of what we're going for there. I just want to get that looking a little neater. Maybe flatten that out. Might have gone a little too far there. There we go. Yeah, I think I'll call that good. Rounded, got the S hook. I think they'll be able to get through both pieces. Careful I don't crack it. Cool you down. Put that to the side. Try the next one. They are tricky, that's for sure. I think the next step would be to make to make like a swage block, or buy a swage block that has the curvature I'm looking for. Might help. I can just press it straight in how I want it. There we go. I got a little bit of a twist in this one I don't like. I think it might be fine. Okay, I better stop before I think I'll pop that one back in. Got a little bit of a twist I don't like. So until that gets warmed up, we'll grab another piece here. All right. Okay, so I can figure out what I didn't like about this one. That's probably actually easier to just use the tongs the whole time. Well, now we know. It's that one little spot right there. All right, there we go. Nothing too crazy. All right, so those are done. Finish up these pins. They even came out roughly the same size. All right. Had that one in for a while. Should probably grab that one. This one's just not quite long enough. I'm feeling it on my hands more than I'd like. think I'll cut that one off too, pop it in. All right, so we're taking shape here. Hold it this way. So, hairpin. I want to get that real thin. My wife said when she tried the one I made, something got to be a little sharper, a little thinner, so it can kind of weave its way through the hair. So I'm going to try and thin it up, put a twist in it. All right, we'll cut this one off. Oh, there should be plenty good. Sweet, that ought to do. Now we're just using tongs. I can't stand having gloves on. All right. Just gonna soften these edges up. Hey, Chief. How's it going? The man right here. Making more of those hairpins today.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, small ones. Just making the pins right now and closing up. So, yeah. What are you up to? Sweet. All right. Yeah, I think I'll heat that up for a twist. I'll pop the other one in because I want to do some work on the other side too. Shape that the end up just a little bit there. And this work is so small, I could almost sit down and do it, which would be nice because I'm super hunched right now. Not comfortable at all. All right, soften these edges up. Get you ready for a twist. And I don't have one of my lights today either, which that's probably why I'm hunching so far to see this work here. But we're making do. All right, both of these are ready for a twist. I think I want that in the other way though. When I'm done with this one, I'll actually work on the leaf detail. I got a chisel. I'm just gonna put some fine detail on and file it up a little bit. So this one will run over for a twist. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that's pretty good. All right, and I just want to heat up that tab on the end and put a little twist in it as well. I did on my last one, looks kind of neat. Quick put a twist on this one. Brush. Wondering if I shouldn't actually just dip that. Put it on now because I think I want the leaf to have a little curvature as well. So I think I'm just going to grab my chisel here. Just put some marks on it. Yeah, there we go. It's those little things, you know. So I need to heat it back up so I can just kind of round it just a little bit. That's all I want to do with this one. Just a little bit of a twist. Makes it kind of fun. Cleaned off here. Sure we're straight. Get a grip. There we go. All right, so get it cleaned off. So here's the hairpin. Nothing too crazy. And we did this right. We take one of these. And you can see, yep, okay. So this just goes through like that. That's all we're working with. Something just like that. So that's what we did today. I'll get these all buffed out on the buffing wheel. Get them all cleaned up and bring them to my wife and daughter. They're my testers, so we'll see how that works. I don't know, like, is that curvature enough? I don't know. But that's why we'll make one. We'll make a sample, a prototype, and see what they think, see if it works, and we'll go from there. We'll make a bunch more. So I'll quick fold this leaf over, and we'll call it a day. Turn that gas off so we can hear ourselves think a little bit. Go right over the horn. Actually, I need something a little more drastic. Got an idea. It's not exactly a swedge block, but it'll do for what we're doing. Smaller hammer. That's what we want. Smaller hammer. Just put that, warm it up just a little bit while I grab my other hammer here. There we go. It's not very steady, but there. Just want it a little bit rounded. That'll do. Just knock you back a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Get rid of you. Sweet. Yeah, so I'll clean that off. Cool it down rather. There we go. Just got it's hard to probably see in the camera, but I got some detail there. I'm going to do some file work there. Make sure any sharp edges, but set that up with our second one here. Oh yeah. Actually, it might probably be better to go through this way. That's where the bigger loop is gonna, yeah, that'll work. Just like that. Got a leaf on the other side. There we go. All right. Well, that's all I got time for today. That's all we did. I was hoping to do tongs today, but I don't have got to get my overhead light in. So still gonna work on that. Get my gas fully shut off here. Yeah, just working on some of those fine details. It was I used my Harbor Freight anvil today. I have my my Hey Budden over here, which is what I normally use for all my heavy work. But today I wanted to use a lot of these corners and edges that are a little bit better for with the Harbor Freight. If you're looking to do some blacksmith and get into it, the Harbor Freight model for 120 bucks is or 140 bucks, 140 bucks. Yeah, it's like $2 a pound, and it's like 65 pounds, so whatever that comes out to. But great anvil for getting going. I polished off a lot of the red paint. I didn't want any of that on there. Everybody thinks it's hollow from this part right here, but it's not hollow. It, you know, I got to put silicone underneath it because it's still kind of loud. But, you know, it works great, especially for this detail work. With some of these pins, I'd probably actually want to grab a stool and sit down and do this. And find even a smaller hammer, like my bull peen probably would have been good for a lot of that work as well. It's super easy to move the steel. This is just this a 1.5, 2 pound hammer. Almost that even felt like it was a bit much. Getting it all tapered out worked pretty well, but then some of the other detail work, I probably should have just gone to a smaller bull peen. Whatever. So that was my first shot at working. That's the smallest stuff I've ever built. I don't normally do stuff like that. It is fun though. I would love to get a little bit better at some of that detail work. We're going to sell a bunch of hooks and different things at the farmer's market. So I wanted to try and nail some of those down to see what people think and see if anybody would wear them. A lot of gals, we did a poll online. A lot of gals were like, hey, Renaissance fair. That's what I want. I want one of those for the Renaissance fair. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to make my daughter had a really fun dress. And so maybe I'll get her to kind of model and put one of those in. I'll put that on the booth so people can see like, that's the look you want. Something like that. I don't know. All right, everyone. Well, hey, I'm signing out. I'll just peek at some of these comments. I haven't kind of been neglecting everyone today. Let's see here. Nothing else. Just nothing else too crazy. So, yeah, hairpins. If you really want to get crazy too, Hale, my buddy makes he calls it a hairpin. He's in California, so they got to be careful what they call it. But it's he has a for an EDC. So a guy would strap it to a vest or to his horizontally across his belt, and it's like a dagger essentially, but it's a legit hairpin. So imagine this, you know, about this long. It's got a nice thumb hole in there as well. So I mean, you can grip, and it's all hardened steel. It's pretty legit. But hairpins though, just for as I told my daughter as a joke, she moved out. She's 19 and moved out, and I was like, honey, you need one of these. So it's just, I mean, it acts as just a nice tool. You never know when you might need a chunk of steel on you. So all right, everyone, go out and make something. Have a good day.